Hello everyone, welcome back. I wanted to do a short, quick video on elderberry identification. Right now, at least here in Southeast Missouri, is prime time for the flowers to be in bloom as well as the berries to start forming on elderberry plants. I was lucky enough to catch this in the midst of the change, so I've kind of got both stages of elderberry here behind me. It is late June, so depending on where you're at, your location, the timing of flowering elderberry and when the berries form could be different, but when they do become in bloom, it'll be these same characteristics. So I'll bring you a little bit closer. We'll go through the flowers, the berries, and just identification parts of the elderberry plant. Elderberry is a shrub typically getting up to 8 foot tall and forming colonies, such as what you see here. They usually flower between May and June. They will produce white flowers that occur in large, flat clusters that can get up to 10 inches wide and are located at the tip of the twigs. You may be able to see here with the flowers, they will occur on flower stalks. Usually there are 5 primary branches that the flowers will form on. They will start off green, and as you get closer to where the location of the flowers are, you will see there that they have more of a purplish tint to the stem. The fruits to elderberry will obviously form in clusters, starting off as a more oblong, globe-shaped fruit, beginning green and turning to a purple or even a black later on in the season. Leaves will occur opposite on the branch. They are compound with anywhere between as little as 3 leaflets per leaf up to 9, even 11 leaflets. It just varies on the plant. Leaves are lance-shaped, and if you look closely, they are serrated on the edges. The leaves are also considered to be shiny and smooth with little to no hair at all. And those are your identifying features of an elderberry plant. Now, elderberry can be used for many different things, both the flowers and the berries. I urge you to do your research though, because the stems and certain parts of the elderberry plant can be poisonous and dangerous to ingest. So make sure if you are going to, for instance, make your own elderberry syrup, make sure to do your research to know what parts of the plant and how to correctly harvest the berries in order to make your syrup. Another thing I want to add is to know your location of the elderberry plant. This is actually just right down from our lower garden here by the house. So I know that this plant has not had any insecticides, pesticides, anything harmful done to it. You want to be careful. These occur all over the roadsides. So you may be driving and notice the big, large clusters of white flowers. That's most likely your elderberry. But being on the roadside, you've got car fumes, truck fumes. Typically along roads you will have fields that could be sprayed for whatever crop may be in it. So just be mindful and aware that if you are going to ingest this for syrup, since that's what most people use with elderberries, just be mindful of what it has been around and know that that is a chance that you will be ingesting that. So if you can, search areas that maybe don't have that or haven't been exposed and try to use those elderberries instead. Another thing about the elderberry plant, you can take clippings from them and regenerate to start new plants. I've got one that I need to find a location for and get it planted. You can take clippings of the actual stem and place those in water. They will form roots, and then from there you can pot them and then eventually put them in the ground. So if you want to get a large patch going, it is very, very easy if you can just find one plant. But we will go ahead and wrap up this video on elderberry identification. I hope you found this helpful. If you don't mind, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Comment below on your favorite elderberry recipe, whether it be syrup from either the berries or the flowers, or how you utilize the elderberry plant. I would love to hear back from you. I will try to be back at the end of August, the first part of September. That is whenever we usually harvest elderberries here in Southeast Missouri, and try to bring you along for an elderberry syrup video. Until then, take care.